Elimination competition divided into quarterfinals, semifinals, third place match, and final. Each match has 3 rounds, each round lasting 3 minutes, with matchups determined by drawing lots. Scoring rules, regular hits, that is, using the robot arm and fist to clearly and effectively hit the opponent's head, torso, or limbs in the valid area, earns 1 point each time. High difficulty hits, that is, using the leg to clearly and effectively hit the opponent's head or torso in the valid area, earn 3 points each time. There is also a knockdown score. If one robot touches the platform with any parts other than its feet and cannot stand up stably using its own power within the referee's 10-second countdown, the other side gains 10 points, and the round will also immediately end. If they successfully get up within 10 seconds, it is not considered a knockdown. No points are added for either side, and the match continues. The determination of victory is also particular. After 3 rounds, the one with the higher total score wins. If the scores are tied, a 3-minute overtime is held, and the first to achieve a valid score immediately wins.
If the overtime ends with no score,
if the tie persists, continue with overtime until a winner is determined. Additionally, each round ends with the timer sound, and any attack after the bell is invalid. This match is full of highlights. How the robots Jing. Can it score points with regular hits? What kind of impact can high difficulty leg attacks have? In the face of a knockdown crisis, can the robot successfully get up within 10 seconds? These are all tests of both skill and strategy. Let's look forward to this battle of technology and strategy.
Now on the screen, you can see the current third place match with the Beiyou Zhongguang University team facing the Beichinke team. The competitors are now in the blue corner and the red corner, standing in the center of the fighting stage. Now we see the team from Beiyou Zhongguang University wearing black headgear. From the footage, I don't know if you can clearly see that their height is indeed different from that of normal, average adults. The currently used Yushu Technology Z1 robot is only 1 meter tall, which is the height of a child, and both sides have basically the same height and weight. This directly shows all the team members' strategies and movement designs for the competition.
And beside them are the robot operators, Okay, here comes a right kick, a kick to the hip followed by a knee strike. The knee strike didn't land actually. These robots are classified from a sports competition perspective. Yeah.
Let's see if it can get up on its own immediately. Good. So very quick movement, so getting up on its own. Although this action is quite unique.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Another right kick. Oh, here, Teacher Chen. Getting up by oneself is also a very difficult technical move, right?
Indeed. He gets up by himself, but only after early training. Did he master this skill? Then after falling, he can quickly get up, and his crawling movements are very similar to a human's.
Yes, achieved a high level of humanization. Everyone, it might be difficult to discern from the footage just how much force their punches or kicks have. Ooh, first,
the total weight of the robot is about 35 kilograms. Okay, that was a solid kick. The 2 robots contestants are competing. Yes. From the perspective of force, the only push, the maximum strength at the knee can be 120 Newton meters, equivalent to an adult kicking with moderate force, and punching can reach 2 meters per second. Excellent kickboxing fighters can punch at 8 to 10 meters per second, so the force can vary greatly.
Both sides missed the exchange, yes. But this robot, it is equipped with some basic combat fighting techniques. For example, there are straight punches, hooks, and then some leg lifts and kicks. The key is how our operator coordinates with the robot, operates and controls the robot to complete these striking actions.
in this competition, we have designed some scoring rules for everyone. The main scoring areas when hitting the opponent are the torso and the head, as these 2 areas score more points.
Okay, now this right leg sweep is followed by a right hook punch, knee up, a bit of a stumble. The robot contestant needs to pay attention to the distance between the 2, as this is very important for the combat event. If you want to use punches, the distance between the 2 should be relatively close. Otherwise, you might miss or not hit the opponent.
However, if you want to use leg techniques, for example, a whip kick, you need to create a bit more distance between the 2, which will result in a better striking effect. Right hook, 3 right hooks all hit the side. Very good on the knee.
You might be curious, actually. Robotics involves cameras and lasers.
Radar can see images within a 180-degree range.
Although he fell down, he got up very quickly. Another kick. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quickly, let's see the move, okay? Okay. Within 10 seconds, the robot got up quickly.
Now the staff is moving the side. The soft barrier is removed to allow the robot to exit the field, and now it's time for a break at the end of the round.
This robot is also very similar to a human in that during the entire striking process, the energy consumption and power consumption of the robot are actually very high, and the joints may, during such intense movement, will...
It overheats, so it sits on the sidelines to rest and cool down.
What kind of impact would a situation like joint overheating have on the robot's subsequent actions?
If the joint's usual hit is not a problem, but if it overheats, it may affect the joint's overall mobility. The change in joint movement performance can affect the coordination of its original movements, yes.
The robot we just saw after being knocked down has excellent balance ability, sometimes just staggering slightly before standing upright again.
So alright, now let's take a look at the second round of the message.
Friends watching the live stream, you are now watching a kickboxing match, and this is the match for third place.
Okay, both sides are very calm now. Is it a matter of who strikes first, waiting for the opponent to punch first? The first round has just ended. Let's look at the striking scores. The Beiyou Zhongguang University team has a higher score, meaning they hit the head and torso more often.
Yes, and if you use your legs, the score will be higher. A kick scores 3 points, while a punch that goes into overload scores only 1 point. So just now we saw the red player is now leading the blue player 20-24.
Their starting posture is consistent with that of our human competitors. Use your right hand to protect your face and head, and use your left hand to jab and straight punch to probe the opponent. This is a combination of punches, a left and right hook combination.
This is a direct charge forward, hoping that the close range will allow for more money.
Good. Right hand straight punch. Oh, this is a fierce race.
Both people need to pay attention.
We can always see in the match that sometimes the contestants miss each other. Mr. Chen, what is the reason for this?
The core issue is still the operator's reason.
Didn't adjust the direction properly. Our operator is also holding a remote control like a joystick.
Yes, but our remote control is relatively more complex because our robot is indeed quite complex with many degrees of freedom and many actions to control. So the requirements for the operator are also very high, especially regarding their reaction ability.
It also requires particularly high standards.
Okay, now he's been pushed to the sideline, repeatedly using forward punches.
Okay, the direction wasn't right. Both sides have now reached the boundary. Over there, the referee is stepping in to push the two contestants back to the center of the stage. Missed it, quickly turn around. Both are behind the opponent.
This kick is coming up.
From the screen, you can see a few small green dots flashing on the side of the robot. This is the location under the robot and where the battery is placed.
So it shows the robot's battery level directly.
In the final round, the robot can change the battery.
After he leaves the field, he should be able to change the battery.
After a round ends, the battery can be replaced.
Here, I would like to ask Mr. Chen, adjusting the punching and kicking strength to be strong is a very complex task.
This should be fine. Mainly depends on the initial training.
Because I feel that, for example, heavy punches and heavy kicks have a relatively good impact on the opponent's striking ability.
Yes, but during training, he also needs to consider, for example, when delivering heavy punches and kicks, he must maintain body balance, right? So there is a trade-off between the force of his strikes and his ability to maintain balance.
You can't just focus on throwing heavy punches without considering balance. We can now see that the Beiyou Zhongguang University team is still maintaining a very good advantage, so repeatedly forcing the opponent towards the boundary.
But actually,
hit their robot.
Yes, its movement frequency is very high, but we can see the robot wearing a black protective headgear. Okay, these few punches, these consecutive hooks, all missed. Now, it seems to have some emotions about its boundary block, possibly feeling a bit regretful about its recent performance.
Now, the referee steps in to reposition the robots face to face. Oh, although this kick landed on the opponent, it fell down. Now it is.
He was tripped.
Tripped. One side tripped the other.
Now the referee starts the timer. Let's see if these two robots can stand up.
Oh, very fast, very fast.
Let's see if this one can do it.
Through the backend data query, currently, whenever our robot is knocked down, it generally reacts within 0.3 seconds.
So, reaching this final stage of the competition, compared to the preliminary and semi-final rounds, the robot's abilities have greatly improved.
Yes, now our robot has returned to the sidelines and Takanashi, now everyone can see this group photo. Now everyone can see.
The robots they use, aside from the labels, numbers, and the different colors of protective gear, are otherwise the same. So what does this competition test more? It's the operator's tactics and techniques.
Let's take a look at the exciting replay. In the second round, both contestants had very impressive performances. The contestant from the red side not only used a knee strike, but also landed a straight punch directly on the critical spot. This kick was early and missed. The blue player's counterattack caused them to fall to the ground.
Now our contestants are returning to the competition. The Beiyou Zhongguang University team still has a higher striking score, currently higher than the Beijing Ke team.
Reported 11 points. Compared to the end of the first round, the point gap between the two teams has narrowed a bit. Let's see how the two teams perform in the third round.
In such an intense competition, I'd see 193% of our online viewers in the live stream asked, is it the operator who is impressive or the robot? Here, Mr. Chen will explain it to us. Yeah.
Currently it's like this because the robot is on a unified platform, so its movements are the same. So right now, it's still testing the operator's
agility level and the operator's familiarity with the robot.
Both sides are now engaging in simple probing. This round begins with even simpler probing.
Oh, okay. Still a forward punch, a straight punch. Great! A series of continuous punches hit the opponent's head and face, specifically the cheek area. That was the hit just now. It seems that when both sides are in a defensive stance, there is still a gap between their hands.
Overall, the stance remains without turn.
Hit on the arm, hit on the arm. Now still hoping to create some distance. That requires...
Control your own speed and also consider your defense. Punch forward, punch back.
Just now, our contestant's hook punch was quite accurate. Step back.
But the robot fighter with black protective gear has a very fierce set of punches, with high continuity and frequency, but this...
Oh, the efficiency of the strikes is not particularly high. Still need to pay attention to your coordination with the head. It still depends on the operator's accuracy in judging the distance between the two robots. Yes, if it's within his acceptable range, he can indeed hit, otherwise he will just be punching the air.
Yeah, so it's important to manage the distance with the opponent well.
We can also hear through the headphones the operator on site and his teammates continuously advising him on the angles to continue attacking. So, Ara Shumbo.
timing of the choreography will all...
Now both sides have circled around. This kick missed. No need to step precisely. The position is very good. Now,
he continuously uses hook punches to kick the opponent with black protective gear properly. This kick was off balance, good. And now he has exposed his waist to the opponent.
Ah, beautiful. This kick punch attacked again. 7-6. 5, 4, 3, 2.
one. Okay, in this round of the match, friends in our live broadcast room have asked a question. What is the approximate weight of this robot?
Teacher Chen, what is the approximate weight of this robot? Currently, because this robot is not particularly tall, it's 1 meter 27. Its weight is approximately over 30 kilograms.
Over 30 kilograms.
It's equivalent to a 7 or 8-year-old child.
That's right.
Weight and height.
Ja, det er Dennis kommer til å si hva I kan even do som sagt Sals. Han sier det robot seconds amaze everyone. Og sier tjent.
We are professional fighters, and our skills are up to standard.
A user from Yale Listening Hall said there has been progress. A user named Friendship is worth 1,000 gold wants to ask what is the practical significance of designing such a competition for everyday life scenarios?
Actually, the scene to this fighting competition is also a way to promote technological development, and currently it is also a relatively good entertainment venue.
Through the intense battle of the third round, the Beijingi team ultimately won against the opponent with a score of 71 points.
We want to congratulate the blue team contestant. In the first 2 rounds, the red team contestant was leading. In the third round, the blue team contestant made a comeback. We want to congratulate them on winning the 3rd place in the free international category of this World Humanoid Robot Sports Competition.
We can see that the competitors from both sides are stepping down and still don't dare to confront directly.
Yes, and it's quite impressive. Indeed, standing on the podium is different.
In today's match, we did not see any provocative actions between the competitors.
The robot is still very calm.
I want to ask the teacher, one of our online viewers has a question about the robot. You see, what's up, Our robot, and some viewers have mentioned, can't this robot drink some water to replenish energy? Its energy might be from a battery. Just poke it. Are the basic movements of machine boxing all the same?
Currently, this model is the same, so the technical movements are all the same.
Someone also asked, when can it operate without human control?
Indeed, the development of autonomous capabilities for robots is rapidly advancing, and in the future, indeed, one day it might be possible that no human operation is needed. Robots can fight autonomously.
Okay, now look, a user asked, are the basic movements of the robots all the same? Just now, our teacher has already answered you. We can see on the big screen that the teams participating in the finals are Team All-in-One and Team Huadian Iron Fist. These 2 teams will compete in the finals today.
Team Aeolin, I'm sure everyone has a very deep impression because it includes several Olympic champions. In yesterday's competition, they also showed very strong strength. So today, entering the finals, let's see if they can ultimately reach the top.
We can see the slow motion footage, the robot striking actions and the real person striking actions from this posture to its trajectory are very realistically simulated.
Yes, very realistic.
So in the learning process, the teacher Chen also needs to first analyze the real movements of a person.
Yes, I estimate that during the early training of the robot, it has already collected many types of typical movements from real athletes. Then input these actions into the robot, allowing the robot to learn autonomously and acquire similar skills.
Moreover, we can see that this type of fighting robot has a large number of joints on its legs and arms, which shows it can perform many